right, Poodle fam, let's hope this works. I got another new setup over here. So always kind of, I'm working on this. I'm working to try to make this better for you. This is going to be a great episode. I'm hoping I'm recording over there. I am. I'm good over there. I'm good over here. Oh my gosh, how is it going, Poodle fam? We have had quite the week, quite the pump. It's exciting to see. Exciting to see the activity start to come back. It's exciting to start to see the things that we've known are happening start to happen. So it's exciting. I know I said at the end of the last episode that I was going to have a guest here. Well, two things. One, the guest, there's this whole thing about being around the world and there's time zones and who's going to figure out what. So still to come, put that off. Plus, I also then kind of said, well, wait a minute. I've had this thing going for the last 2 episodes now where I've been talking. I want to say do your own research, not financial advice, but it's do the research I'm giving you, and this is financial advice. So I've been working on some stuff and talking to you all about important things to think about. And there's still more that's coming to my head. Hey, everybody. Good to see everyone on the chat. We're rocking this episode here. This is going to be a good one because I want to talk about some things to think about, right? As we start to see ourselves grow, we start to see, like, for example, the buy... the little buy competition we had going, and we saw how many people came into and took advantage of it and did some pretty good sized buys this last week. We are starting to see how things are starting to come out. You probably saw that I did some teasers about some metaverse stuff. We have the NFT gallery. We have these things in real life. I was just chatting with the people from NFT LA. Just this morning, we were chatting and texting back and forth, getting some stuff going to hold a special event and a grand opening with the esports. We're sponsoring this esports arena and team. And getting some things and some talking to Sasha and I were chatting about getting some prizes, sponsoring, and some things that are going to go out and just start to escalate. Now, what I want you all to realize is this is not just something that's new. This is not something that we just kind of, made up and all of a sudden it dropped in our hands. This is something that's been being worked on for a while. We have been doing this for months. How long, has Sasha and I've stolen it, so I'm going to call it mine now. It's not Sasha's anymore. How he always said, Poodle never sleeps. We're always working on something, always working on what's to come. Well, a lot of those things aren't just something that you make one text or you're chatting with somebody on a Telegram and all of a sudden it happens the next day, right? These are things that take time to develop, especially if you're working with other projects, which you see. We've started to work on a lot of and partner with other projects. Well, you're also relying on them doing their part, their dev, and all of that stuff so that we can become part of that. So a lot of these things have a lot of moving parts, right? It's not just something that you sit there and go, okay, we've decided to do this. We're going to go buy, we're going to be part in it. We're going to send 2 emails and all of a sudden it's done. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. And that's really what we've been doing for the last 6 to 9 to 12 months, right? On different levels. We saw our NFTs come out. We saw how we're starting to work and integrate with some different metaverses. There's a huge announcement coming out with that. I already told you, that we've got a sponsorship and a joint sponsorship that it's going to really include us in a big way in the future. But it's really about what does this mean now kind of going forward, and we're going to get there. There's again, more info to come. You also have to be careful how much you let out because other projects too have their own rules and regulations and how you can, put stuff out there. So we have to understand that, that's just how this works. And it's a volatile situation with crypto and crypto in general, right? So I'm trying to watch the chat. Look, we got some good group people. We got a good group here. Again, always saying hi to everyone on the chat. Sammy, Susan, we've got All right, Sasha, L. We're Jeff. Good to see everybody. Oh yeah, we got a good group, a good group, a good group. So we are going to switch to this. There we go. All right, now you all have me, and that's going to be really hot. So we're redoing this. We're good. You should have me back now. I know it's not. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, my computer didn't like the input that I had. But you're back. You should all hear me. If you don't hear me, then we have problems. So let me know that you hear me. And of course, I always think back to the people who are listening to this later and going and wondering what the heck is going on, and what it's probably got to be so much more entertaining when you're. Well, actually, the sound meters keep going. It's interesting. All right. Anyway, that being said, everybody, this is what happens. This is what happens. Live shows. It's why I brought out there to the Telegram. Should I do these pre-recorded? But no, everybody wants them live. So this is what you get when we do them live. So today's thing is about market cap. What does it mean? What does it mean? We're on a Telegram and we saw the little hashtag 2M_soon, 2 million soon. And so what I want to do is talk to everyone about what does that mean? Okay. What does it mean when we talk about, I'll bring back the disco lights. I don't know if I can probably do it. But no, I can't do it. I can't do it live. Next time, should I do the disco lights? What does it mean for us to talk about market cap? And what is it? Does it actually, here's the better question. Does it actually mean anything? Is it important for us to even talk market cap? I'm going to give you a couple of different signs about that. All right. A couple of different things about market cap. First off, what is market cap? All right. This is the most important thing to understand. And I'm going to type this in. I feel like things going on in the background here. All right. Let me clear out of stuff. There we go. I'm clearing out stuff. What is market cap? Market cap is simply an equation. It is the price of the token, or the price of a stock, say if it happened to be traditional investing, times the circulating supply. That's your market cap. How much of the token is out there, or how much of a stock is out there, multiplied by the price. That's market cap, okay? So pretty simply, what our price, we're going up, we're going down. I think we're at that 17-ish mark right now. We're at 16. I know we've kind of gone back and forth. A few weeks ago, we were down at 11, 12. So if you look at that percentage rise, we're at what, 20, 35, 40% rise in the last 3 weeks, which is huge. But what market cap is, again, the price times the circulating supply. So for Poodle, our circulating supply is about 84 trillion tokens, right? We have 100 trillion as a initial amount. Our tokenomics have a burn, right? A 1% burn. And so every transaction. So therefore, our circulating supply goes down. There's 84 trillion left, right? That's how that works. So if you take that amount, our price, 701617, multiply it by the 84 trillion in circulating supply, you end up with our market cap. Does that make sense? That's how we come to the number, whatever it is right now. I guess I could probably open up, let's see, Do you like the new website? I put right at the top a way to get right in here and see what the market cap and stuff is. So let's see. So according to what is our search? Anyway, we're what 115, 16ish, something along those lines right now. Always, again, it moves up, it moves down. So, oh wow, we're at 17 right now. So that market cap's actually definitely going up quite a bit. Let me switch over here. I'm going to go back over here. I want to switch this one. All right. Oh, actually, our transfers, we're moving up. There's some big stuff happening. There's been a lot of volume come through. So essentially, again, price times circulating supply equals your market cap. Now, one thing to understand about market cap, while it's fun to talk about, let me tell you that it's actually kind of a fake number. Okay? It's fun to talk about, but it's also a fake number. Okay? It does not mean that is the total value of anything behind it, right? Our true value of what the token is really lies in kind of the pool, the liquidity that's behind it, the total value, right? But again, the price doesn't rise unless people buy and sell at that price. But let me also help you understand. We have a deflationary token, right? Because burn happens, our actual circulating supply goes down. All right? Does that make sense? So in theory, if someone were to buy 100 billion tokens right now and then sell 100 billion tokens, then buy 100 billion tokens, then sell 100 billion tokens, then buy 100 billion tokens, and sell 100 billion tokens, all at the same price, right? Let's say you were to buy at 17, that pushes it to 18, they sell, and then it goes down to 17, then it goes up to 18, then it goes to, right? See where I'm going with that? What's going to happen, because of burn, the circulating supply is actually going to go down, which in fact would make the market cap go down, right? Because a price at where it's at with less circulating supply would actually bring a lower market cap valuation. So that's one thing to understand about a deflationary token. You can't look at market cap in the same way when you have a deflationary token. All right. If we were a standard stock, if you owned a company and you did, 1 million shares of stock, well, those 1 million shares are always 1 million shares. They're not deflationary, right? Every time someone sells, you don't rip one up. They stay. So market cap goes up as price goes up. So we actually have a pressure that pushes our market cap down. And that's actually because of being a deflationary token. So I want you to understand, don't look so much at market cap, because at some point we're going to have so much burn. I mean, just the fact is, at some point there's only going to be 1 billion tokens left, right? Just that's the nature of the way this works, right? And so at some point when there's only 1 billion tokens, well, the price, if you don't get to $1 in price, then, you don't have $1 billion market valuation, right? Or even let's say there's 1 billion tokens left. You get to, I don't know what I'm saying. Let me make up a number. Yeah, if you had 1 penny each, right, that would make it, doing the math off the top of my head, a 10. Yeah, so if there's 1 trillion tokens left and they're 10 penny each, that'd be 10 billion, something along those 10, whatever it is. You get where I'm going. The point is that you have to have a definite increase in price while you have a deflationary token to balance one another. So most financial experts actually look at market cap as a sign of public perception on a token. It's a popularity contest. So is it important for us to become to focus on our market cap? Sure, because it shows popularity, right? But to understand, it's just a driven number by price. So, for example, if we were to go from 17 to double it up, we're going to be at a very, very high market cap. We only need to get to 23, from 17 to 23 to hit a $2 million market cap. You go up to 30 cents, which we've been at. We've had $1, we've had a zero eaten, right? You can end up with $20, $30 million market cap relatively easily, based on how much supply is around and based on what people are buying it at. So that's what you want to understand. It does give you potential, right? It doesn't mean that your tokens are now worth that much, okay? And this is what we want to understand. Market cap does not mean everybody's token is worth that, because obviously as every sale, it is exponential, right? Not every token is worth the same. They're worth based on when you buy and when you sell, right, is how much you're going to get. So for example, if we were, let's say we eat one more zero, we'll say we're at $1, right? We're at $1. Well, the first person who sells, now they've pushed it to 99 cents, right? You understand how this works, okay? It also works vice versa on the way up, correct? So you might buy cheaper, buy more expensive, but you might sell higher and sell lower, okay? So you have to understand that market value or market cap is actually more of an exponential representation of the value of a token, not a true dollar value of each individual stock or token. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, put it in the questions. So what does that say though? That means for us, the best way to focus on market cap, and I know I've said this last time, is to watch the big sales. All right, we've known, and there's been some Telegram chat about the whales, and I think that we have pretty much most of the big whales who, let's put it this way, the whales who we don't know who they are, who we know that we don't know whether or not they're fully into this project. Okay, obviously I'm a whale, but I'm in this project. But that being said, everyone knows my intentions. I'm doing this. And so we're pretty much got most of them away who can impact price. So as we start to hold our tokens, and if every single person said, you know what, I'm going to hold for 1 week, no sells for 1 week, and we just let the general buys happen, I'm willing to bet we would hit a 2 million market cap by the end of the day after tomorrow. It's just going to happen because the prices would start to line up so quickly. I think I said this a few shows ago, how if every single person in the Telegram, the 9,700 people in our Telegram, each only bought $20 worth, what would happen so fast? You would see the price push quickly, which would increase the market cap, which then increases the popularity, because now you're going to start seeing Poodle appear on all the top lists, because they're going to see a growth. When a financial person looks at market cap, what they're looking at is growth over time, right? Market cap is actually a great tool for growth over time, right? It tells you where things are historically. And so what you would start to see, if we just killed 1 zero and you had potential buys over and over, that market cap might hit 50 million. Without a problem, right? Just looking at it this way, if you kill 1 zero, right? You just do the math. We're at just under, if we kill 1 zero and we're at 17, so 6 zeros and 17, you do the math, and our same circulating supply, which would actually be lower by the time we did that because of the burn, but let's assuming it's the same, our market cap is 17 million, right? We could be at a 25 million market cap just by getting to 26 and killing 1 zero. But what that does is it creates public, what's the right words? The public perception would be positive. And that's what people go for, right? So when you see tokens say, this is our market cap, this is our what they're really saying, this is our popularity quotient. And that's a much better way of looking at it. We actually have a very, very strong public quotient. Is that a way of saying it? We are popular. We're the popular kids. Because if you look at the Telegram, we have 140,000 followers. We make one tweet and we get thousands of retweets. Okay. Now, Is everyone active? Does everyone, do something based on that? No, but a small percentage does. So what we want to start to see is, as we start talking about market cap, don't talk about market cap in terms of where we are. Talk about it in terms of growth. It's the same thing when we talk about what's the difference between growing 100x and growing 100%. Why do you talk about one over the other? All right, it's all math. And this is what you can see. People who have things that grow strong talk in terms of X. People have things that grow weak talk in terms of percentage, right? 100% growth simply means you've doubled, right? 100x means you've taken your value and multiplied it by 100, right? Killed 2 zeros. 1,000x is killing 3 zeros, okay? 1,000% is simply a 10x, right? Does that make sense? So that's where you want to understand the way we talk about these things. So when you're talking about market cap, and we're out there and you're out there shilling market cap, what's important to talk about is market cap over growth. We doubled, or we went up 100%. If you realize all we have to do, not just 3 weeks ago, we were just sitting around that little, we kind of liked that safe space for a while, like 1.2 million market cap was kind of where we sat for a long time. Well, when we hit 23, we're up over 2. At 24, we're at 2.2 or something. Now, that's a large percentage. It is a 2x, right? But it's 100% growth in market cap. Those are the things that you will start to see financial people care about. Does this make sense? So what I want people to understand is that when we talk about market cap, we are not talking about the value of the token, right? It just isn't. It doesn't mean we can take all the tokens and divide them by that amount, and then that's what everybody gets per share, because that's not how market cap works. But what we do want to understand is that as we start to grow, that becomes exponential. We need to have a number we want to shoot for. So I'm going to say, I would love to see us at a 50 million market cap. It's actually not that hard to get there. I know it's weird to see, 2 million soon, and we're trying to break that. But we're going to see is when we break 2, I think we'll break 3 really easily. We've had as a token this really difficult time to hit the 2. Every time we get to the 0.8, we've had some of the old whales, the 1.8, some of the old whales like to sell it there. So we've had a lot of sell pressure, right? People will be okay. And I said this last week. Are you okay with 2x? There are people who are. The problem with a 2x is the sell pressure. Every time you have a buy, you have a sell. Every time you have a buy, you have a sell. Well, we need to get rid of the sell pressure. And as we do that, and I think we're out of most of our whales, I think we're almost out of the people who are just looking for the quick 2 to 3x's. I think we're now getting to the point of people who want tens and hundreds. I mean, which is okay. We're going to hit another cap when we try to eat a 0. There's always the sells that happen. But what we're going to start to see is that's where that growth happens. Like I said, I think really easily we can kill 1 0 and double. So we can get to the kill 1 0 and a 30. We've been there. And if we're there at our current, let's say, I think the volume it would take to get there, we'd probably have a circulating supply of about 80. So that would be 16, 24, 20. Yeah, that would actually be pretty good. Maybe we'd have about 82. That would bring us about 30 million-ish in market cap. That's a respectable number. It's actually not very difficult to get there. With the big things we're working on, the big projects and the money that's going to start to roll toward this project and the use, we're going to see that grow. Just being honest, there is one thing, if I sit there and I look in the back that I am worried about, and it is the deflationary side, right? Like I said, as you start to lose your total circulating supply, your market share or your market cap goes down, because that's how market cap is calculated. So there might be a point where we have to decide that we're okay with the burn and we re-vote to leave our tokens the way they are, especially as we start to become more of a currency. there's a point where the price of it goes so much that it doesn't actually work for people if we want to go more into retail things. There are other things. We are still so far away from even worrying about that, but those are things to think about. The more volume that happens, the more we grow, the more the circulating supply goes down, and therefore we're actually fighting our own, we're making it more difficult to bring our own market cap up. Again, not to really to worry about, but I hope people understand that that's how this works. We have a lot of amazing things going. So I'm going to challenge you. Yes, let's hit that 2. But once we hit 2, let's not worry about 3. Let's think about 10. Let's think about getting our token back up to the 50s and 60s, because that math just tells you it gets there, right? If we're at a 50, that's a 4 million market cap plus, right? I mean, the math tells you this. And I think that's where we start to be able to sell our token more. I've seen people come on who are just fudders who go, well, your market cap, you're a small market. And some people like the small market cap because there's higher possibility for growth. What you have to understand, though, is in fact, it is more volatile, right? If you have a blue chip, a traditional, a set circulating supply token or stock that is up and it's got a relatively stable stock value, your market cap moves less, but it is more stable in investment. As we were to grow, as easily, and this is true of all, cryptos right now, all meme coins, all utility tokens in this market. Just as easy as it is to get to a 0.3 is easy it is to drop to a 0.15 to a 0.1 to then jump back up to a 0.6. We've seen it. We've lived it. Well, think what that does to your market cap. Your market cap goes all over the place in that. So that's what I said. So it's not necessarily a great way of looking at the success of a token because the price volatility changes so much. But that's okay. That is honestly okay. So what I'm going to encourage everybody now as our little takeaway for this week is let's think about not necessarily market cap. Market cap will get there. Let's think about volume and decreasing the sell pressure. Let me say that again. Volume and decrease the sell pressure. Sell pressure happens every time you get somebody, the 2Xers. Our enemies are the 2Xers, okay? Let me say that again. Our enemies are the 2Xers, the people who are okay buying it, 17, and then will sell when it hits to a 30. That's the problem. What it does, it keeps pushing down the price. And even though we love to go, okay, hey, you got another opportunity to buy cheap, which is true, it's not a solid way to keep our both our volume, which of course creates redistribution, and market cap going up. So I want you to understand the trophy. All right, I'll get to that. I know it's off topic. Do you want a tour of my home office? Is that going to be a little extra? But so I'll finish this thought. Is as we start to go, use market cap not as a goal, unless you want to say 50. My goal is 50 million. But a representation of us doing things right. That's what you're going to sell. You can talk to people and go, we were at 1.2 million market cap a month ago. Now we're just hitting 2. That's a tremendous growth, right? That is a 50% growth. That's worth talking about, okay? And that's what you want to talk about when you talk to people, but also understand that it's so volatile. It can go up and down, right? So the quick thing. All right, so let's do my office. Let's do my office here. So top shelf for all my USC, everyone actually University of California. So those are my little token thing. I can't, how am I going? Oh, there we go. That's how we can go. Trophies here. So this one is my project of the year. So as everyone might know, I won for the AV project of the year for my hybrid learning. So the hybrid learning that is system that I designed is used by over 1,000 different universities. So that's that. The one right next to it is my AV Professional of the Year. So I was the Global AV Industry Professional of the Year. Next to that was the Virtual Conference of the Year. So I had the best virtual event a couple of years ago, especially right when COVID hit. Right after this was my Service Team of the Year. So this was given to me because my team is the single best that I put together. So there we go. This one is a little toilet because my golf game sucked. I came in last in a golf tournament, so I got that one. I serve on USC Athletics Board of Directors, so this was for thanking me for that one and that one. This one is this one right here and the certificate right there is my Businessman of the Year award for the Business Council here in Los Angeles. Right, which hand am I? Okay, this hand. Of course, that's my sign. Everybody knows I got to start doing with Guns N' Roses. So that's all signed with Guns N' Roses stuff. Some other trinkets and things. Obviously, my cross, and then this little thing right here was up in my business. That one, it actually says, in God we trust, all others pay cash. So there we go. Moving over to this side. So again, this is when I was on the cover of AV Technology Magazine, my Businessman of the Year award. I did buy the Tesla belt buckle because, heck, I wanted to buy something with Dogecoin. So I did. And this is me in my house. We will serve the Lord. This is the global award that I got there for Project of the Year. This was my napkin CAD when I was designing it, and of course my media company clock and a signed football by Reggie Bush. The other side has Matt Leinart on it, and then we have of course a picture of my wife, and then my book that was my PhD, my captain's hat, and there we go. There is a tour of my my shelves. And there you go. There's other. I don't know what else. That was a great question, Elle. I mean, there you go. People want to know what's behind me. So, so that's that. You know what? This is live entertainment. This is how we do. This is live shows. So, that being said, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I put market cap into perspective for you, and let you kind of understand a little bit. I know Poodle decal. I'm waiting. I need the little cutout Poodle thing. I know I talked to him about it, but I haven't got it yet. So I need Poodle stuff back there. So that being said, everyone, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully I put market cap into perspective. As we know, again, Poodlacademy is coming. These are things that we, yes, the captain hat is for my pontoon boat. I'll do another episode from the boat one day. But what you want to understand, everyone, again, is the Poodle Academy is coming. That's going to give you an opportunity to get certified in all of these things. So what we really want are wise investors. As we're out there and we're shilling and we're saying, here's our market cap, here's this, let's understand what it is. Again, market cap is price times circulating supply. And how that impacts, right? Again, deflationary token, circulating supply will go down. We have to have a buy pressure to keep pushing the price up. Again, these are all simple understanding. This is simple finance, but they are complicated. And as we start to get to know these, it's going to help new investors. Also, it's going to help you be a wiser investor. These are principles that are coming to the Poodle Academy. We're going to have all of this down so you understand wise investing and you can now help new investors. So that's how this is. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Sorry about the little audio glitch. I don't know why. I think I just hit something wrong. But anyway, we are back. Hopefully you enjoyed the tour of my home office. We're going to have a great one. We will see you next week, Poodle fam, and see you on the Telegram. Keep up the good work. Great announcements. A little video. I gave you a teaser of some NFT gallery stuff. Wait till next week. We're going to have a great one. Maybe probably by the time of next show. So enjoy. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. Love you, Poodle fam.